What's up, people? It's your girl Alyssa coming to you with a Fenty beauty review, girl. As we all know, Rihanna, Fenty Beauty came out with new concealers, new powders, and just slayed the game. So we're going to give them a test on my channel here today. I also uploaded a vlog of me in Sephora in Vegas for my birthday, buying the products. So that video is live, so you might want to check that out if you want to see more swatches. I swatched the new darker shade foundation, which is so deep and rich. It's like amazing. And yeah, it was just a cool experience. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and watch that after or before this one. Either one, you know, it's your preference. As long as you watch both videos, that's all that matters. Give this video a thumbs up and let's get into this demo. Okay, first and foremost, she came out with 10 new foundation shades. So the total now is 50. If you watched the Sephora vlog prior to this one, you would see that I tried on 385 and also 345. At first I thought 385 was it, but it was a little bit dark. The more and more I let it wear, it dried on my skin, as you will see. I keep saying you will see in the vlog, but you will see all of that. And then I realized 345 might be it. So I ended up getting a little sample of it, girl, because my sister was like, why don't you just get a sample instead of like buying all this stuff? And I was like, girl, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. I have 345 right here in a little sample, and I'm just gonna try this out because I'm really excited to see if we have a foundation shade that is truly for us. So my face is primed and it is moisturized and everything. I'm gonna put this on this one side of my face with a brush. Now, one thing about Fenty that'll have you all screwed up is it dries down to a deeper shade. So when you first put it on, you be looking like, ooh, this ain't it. But it just might be. I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty sponge and go ahead and blend this out. I forget, I like this foundation better with a brush. So I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty brush and just blend this in some. So this is 345, you guys. Foundation Twins, we might have us a shade instead of having to mix 370 and 390. Girl. So that's one side. Ooh, y'all. Ain't it looking good? So that's one layer of the 345 here. Comment down below and let me know how you are feeling. How is it looking on camera? Then this is my first time trying it like at home in my own natural light when I know what works and what does not work for me. And I think it looked pretty good. Before I do this side, I just wanna, okay. How are we feeling? Because this is looking like us in a bottle. Foundation Twins is looking like us in a bottle. Listen, I'm definitely going to take a picture with Flash because Flash will tell you all the truth. Best to believe that. But yeah, it's looking good. Especially once it dries down. So I'm going to apply it all over the face and then we're going to come back with a full face of the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation in the shade 345 and see if it's for us. Okay, you guys, I am like really excited because this is looking really good and it's looking like me in a bottle. So let's take a picture with Flash and get the true tea here. Yes! Okay, this is me. This is with Flash. It's looking really good. We good. So the only thing that kind of sucks is that I've already purchased 2 foundation shades. Now I have to go and purchase another one for my true Fenty face. But it's okay. It's okay. At least she thought about me and thought about us. And now we have a foundation shade that works for us. Now let's get into these concealers, girl. So this is the packaging when you purchase it. This is the shade 360. I also have 310. This is what it looks like, not in the package, you know, outside of the package. This is what the container looks like. And this is in the shade 310. As you may have seen on the vlog, told y'all need to watch that. They were sold out of the shades that I feel like would work for me. Now, mentioned in the release, everyone has been letting us know that Rihanna basically made it to where you can get your foundation shade and that concealer will complement your skin and your foundation and it'll give you a little bit of highlight. To me, 370 was too dark. 345 is like gold. It's like pure gold. So I went with 310 and 360 because that's pretty much all I have to choose from. So this is the wand. I'm sure you guys have seen all of this before, but it's like a nice slant. It's kind of like ColourPop, but it has this slant to it, so that's really good. And then just to give you a swatch of 360, that was so bad of a swatch. That is 360, which is a nice shade, a very nice shade. It'll give me a little bit of highlight, very good for, I guess, every day. And then let's do 310. Because you know what, I had said to myself not so long ago, like I kind of want to be a little bit brighter under my eyes. I feel like all the concealers I've been using to be kind of dark. And I'm like, well, I want to be bright, girl. So I got 310, that's 310 right there. And let's go ahead and just use both of these and see how we feel. So I'm going to start off with 360. Because you know, it's always good to put the darker concealer on first. Because that will correct. As well as prevent that flashback that we don't want. So I did wear this concealer on my birthday. So if you do follow me on Instagram, that picture where I had on like the t-shirt dress and the red thigh-high boots, that is when I had on this concealer. And y'all, clearly I must trust Rihanna for me to be putting this on for the first time on my birthday. Because we did not know how it was going to turn out. Now, I expect it to be good, you know, because it's Rihanna and she always come through, but you never know. Everybody's skin don't react to everything the same, like whether it's a good product or not. If you don't like a product, it doesn't mean it's a bad product. It just means that it ain't for you. Everything ain't for everybody. So the consistency of this is pretty thick, which can be translated into creamy. It is very creamy. As you can see, it's kind of dewy. And you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye concealer. I used that in a video not too long ago, and it was very thick and creamy, and it left you like looking dewy. Well, I think this is me trying to plow this snow, y'all. That was a whole lot, but they're trying to plow this snow. Y'all know if y'all in the area where it snowed, baby, it be the most. So this was kind of on here, and it dried down a bit. So let's see if we can blend this out. But like I said, baby, she is thick, okay? Okay, so that's 360. It blended out really good, even though it sat there. So it really gave us some true full coverage. When you let your concealer sit, it'll give you some super duper good coverage. 360 might be a little bit too dark. But I'm going to go in with 310 and see how these two blend, as well as just brighten this up. And I'm going to concentrate 310 in the inner part. Look how bright that is, y'all. I'm going to put some on my forehead too because this shit dark. 310 might not be the one. I mean, 360 might not be the one. Yeah, see, that blended out really nicely. So it is very thick. Like as I'm bouncing my sponge, it's like it's sticky, and like my sponge want to just stick to it. See? But to me, that makes it seem like it's not gonna move. Yeah, 310 is a really good highlight shade for me. Okay, look how pretty this is looking. That looks good. Let's get into this powder. So Fenty Beauty came out with 8 shades of powder. I ended up going with the shade Banana because usually when I use a loose powder, I am using it to set my under eye and my highlighted areas. You know, I use my Sephora Micro Smooth powder to set my face. Sometimes I will use the Laura Mercier depending on the look that I'm going for that day. But usually I don't use a loose powder. Now, am I open to trying a loose powder? Yeah. But I started out with what I usually do, my usual routine, and that is to set under my eye. So I went with the shade Banana. The packaging is beautiful. As we all know, they go crazy with the packaging. And this is the color of the powder. So we're gonna use this to set our under eye just to try it out. I will say when I used it on my birthday, it didn't really give me much life. Like, it didn't set all the way. I had to go in with the Laura Mercier. But I'm gonna take it on this sponge and just apply it. I'm gonna keep working it in. It does have a light scent to it, but it's not bad at all. But that doesn't look bad at all. I can't say my under eye nails feel really dry though. Damn. I'm gonna try on the other eye with a brush. So let's go in with the brush. I got like a little pointed brush. I wonder why it's getting stuck right there. It doesn't look bad. It is dry as hell though. Damn. You see, it's kind of powdery. It flies everywhere, but it's giving me a better finish than it did for me in Vegas. I'm just sweeping it on my forehead. So we are set, and we are miggity matte, okay? It wasn't as dry for me in Vegas. I felt like it didn't set enough. But now I see when people were saying that it was kind of dry. It is kind of dry. Like my under my eye feel kind of tight. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish my face. I definitely need to spray with the Fix Plus because I'm feeling really dry. I do think this powder could probably be good for all over the face powder. Just how it's set up to me. I might try a little bit all over my face. Just to set a bit. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Can y'all see this right here? What's that? Okay, I'm gonna finish my face off camera and I will be right back with the final face and just a check-in. Okay, so let's talk Fenty Beauty. The 360 concealer is too dark for me. It really honestly has the wrong undertone. So it went kind of green on me, and I don't know if you guys could have noticed. Now, when I did my makeup for my birthday, all I had used was 310. I had used the Born This Way as a darker concealer under, and I used 310 for my highlight shade. And 310 is the bomb. So if you are my complexion, I would recommend getting 310 because it gives us a nice highlight and it's definitely super yellow and warm like we need for our undertones. But yeah, I do think the concealer is a hit. It's a hit. It's nice and thick and it really just does not move. I went to go put it under some water because they are saying that this basically lasts all day. Long wear, crease proof. So it's saying that it's a creamy, definitely. Long wear, it does seem like it's going to be long wear because I went and rinsed it underwater and it did not move. I will insert that clip into this video. Crease proof, I mean, I doubt it. No concealer to me is crease proof. And to be honest, I'm already having creasing. Can you guys see this right here? It's like crumbly with the powder and the concealer. So we're going to give that a no. Light as air and medium to full coverage, yes. So prior to me putting on the powder, I didn't feel like anything was on my face. We already know the Fenty Beauty foundation is so light and it just gives a skin-like finish. It's definitely bomb. And then the concealer is definitely way heavier than the foundation and thicker, but it still felt very lightweight under my eyes. I didn't feel like I had a whole bunch going on. You know how you got the itch because it'd be just too much on your face. Definitely didn't feel like that. The only thing I can't say is 360 is just my wrong shade. Now let's talk about the foundation shade. The foundation shade really did look good. It looked really good. I think it's definitely my winter shade. I'm happy about that because I really don't have to mix anymore. So now I can go out and buy 345, and everybody else who came to my channel, y'all seen my video about how I have to mix, girl. Now we do not have to mix because Riri thought about us and she gave us a shade 345, I'm saying. So I think when it comes to the powder, it's just not necessarily my favorite. It didn't do a bad job. As you guys can see, I am looking really smooth and brightened in the areas that I did use the powder. However, I would say to me the consistency is more for an all over face setting powder. Like even if you think about it, that's how Riri used it on that video. She like put the brush and just swept it all over the face. And I can see it being for that, just to have a nice light layer. But when you go in and try to bake with it and like truly set your under eye, to me, it's not for that. And technically it's called the Instant Retouch Setting Powder. It's not necessarily like a baking powder. And I don't think it's being advertised like a baking powder. And we all know Riri with all her products, it's more like, my hair look a mess, y'all. But I moved it. I wanted to move it out of my face so y'all can see the damn makeup. But anyway, I feel like her entire line is just so skin can shine through and not to be looking super duper beat. So yeah, this is not a baking powder. And I think it's to set all over the face, which is why they came out with so many shades, 8 shades. And which is why, if you think about it, if you notice the Fenty PR packages that they sent, they didn't send anybody banana unless they were like lighter, you know, just to set their face. Like people, like my complexion got either honey or cashew, because to me it's intended to set your face. That's what it's seeming like. So I think this is a great all over setting powder. If you are looking for that, go ahead and try it out. But if you want to set your under eye, you do better honestly using like the blotting powder for under your eye, or your Laura Mercier, the Makeup Revolution, the Midnight Banana powder. But to set all over the face, I would recommend getting this in your skin tone and trying it that way. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned, it's 2019. We about to start going crazy with the videos and just, you know, trying out new things. Tell your friends to subscribe. I hope you subscribe and give me a thumbs up, girl. I will see you later. Peace.